So good afternoon. Today we will discuss subprograms in PLSQL. The subprograms are called as a user-defined functions. There are two subprogram concepts are there. First one is stored procedure, stored function. First of all, what is the main theme of the subprogram and what is the mother content of the subprogram? We'll see. This belongs to functions of SQL. Functions are two times predefined, user-defined. From that onwards, we will see one by one. And we will focus on user-defined functions as a stored procedure, stored function. We will discuss database programs on stored procedure, stored function also. First of all, so topic is subprogram. Subprogram is called in PLSQL as a user-defined function. Okay, see here first. So first of all, this belongs to function topic. So commonly in every programming language, in every software, function is compulsory is there. See, what is the meaning of the function? Function is a self-contained statements which perform a specific task. Okay, so every function having its own code. According to code, it will perform the task. In SQL, in Oracle, there are two types of functions are there. Okay, so first of all, predefined functions. Predefined functions. Second one is user-defined functions. In predefined function, there are classified into two types. A, single row functions. Single row functions are classified into some types. Numeric functions. Second one is character functions. Third one is date functions. So fourth one is general functions. So these are the four types of single row functions which belongs to predefined. Second one is grouped functions. Grouped functions are sum, average, minimum, maximum, count. So these are the grouped function. The difference between the single row function, grouped function is single row function operate on one row of the table. Grouped function are operate on multiple rows of a table. That is the difference between the single row function and grouped function. Once again, single row function operate on one row of a table. Grouped function operate on multiple rows of a table. They are sum, average, minimum, maximum, count. And this content we already discussed it. So now we will focus on user-defined functions. Okay, these are all predefined functions. Now we will focus on user-defined functions. See, user-defined functions are defined by user according to his wish. In PLSQL, user-defined functions are called as a subprograms. Okay, so the subprograms are called as a user-defined functions. Okay, clear? So now we will see user-defined function subprograms. These are mainly two types. First one is stored procedure. So it is just like a void function in C++, because void function is a function which will not return. So if you compare with the C++ or C language, stored procedure is a void function, and to run a stored procedure we are using execute command. Execute. And a stored procedure will not return any value. It will print in stored procedure only. So any function not written, that is called as a void in C++. Okay, so just comparison purpose I specified void function. Next one is, second one is stored procedure, stored function. Stored function is just like a inline function in C++. inline function commonly which returns a value. So here also stored function will returns value, and to run the stored function we should write another program to run this stored function. To run this stored procedure, we should use the execute command. That is a different. Execute command is used to run the stored procedure, whereas to run the stored function we are using another program. Okay. ఇది పోతుంది జాగ్రత్త. ఓకేనా? కరెక్ట్ పెట్టినా ఉద్దేశం బాగుంది. ఇది మంచి పెట్టినది. First of all, we'll see just a simple program, then we'll see database program on stored procedure. Okay, so stored procedure, see, create or replace procedure P1. Here we are taking two arguments, A number comma B number is, I am taking another variable C number, then semicolon. Okay, so there is no declaration part, direct to begin. C is equal to A plus B, whatever I am passing the variables. Okay, so that variables we are adding, we are assigning into C, that is sum. So now we are displaying dbms underscore output dot put line sum is equal to C. Now end, we should write end procedure name end P1. Okay, so see here, and to run this one we are using a run procedure, we are using execute command, execute. Okay, so P1 of 25 comma 35. So execute command is used to run a procedure. 25 35 will be passed, the received A will be received as a 25, B will be received as a 35, and here A comma B values will be added. After adding we are assigning into C, then we are displaying, we will display sum is equal to 25 plus 35 60 value will display. So this is a concept of stored procedure. It is just like a function which receives value and does not any value. Function with argument without return of C concept. Stored procedure will not return, it will print in subprogram only. Okay, so just it receives the variable arguments and it will print the result only. So this is a simple addition of two numbers using the stored procedure. Now we will see database program on the stored procedure. We will pass some amount to employee number, and we will perform, we are adding the amount to employee number. If the employee number is in, then we are displaying that. Okay, see, create or replace procedure P2, procedure P2. So here I am taking as a employee number, then I am taking as a amount number is, then begin. See, select salary, and we should take one column also, salary column. Just we are adding, okay. Then for updation salary. So is I am taking as a salary column. We are accessing from employee table dot salary using percentage type. Now begin. Select salary into salary from EMP, where employee number is equal to E number. Whatever we are passing, that salary we are storing in the salary. Then first of all we are displaying dbms underscore output before updation is equal to salary. Now we are updating. So update employee set salary is equal to salary plus amount, whatever we are passing, where employee number is equal to E number. Okay, so before updation we displayed and we updated. After updated, again we are selected sal into salary from EMP, where employee number is equal to number. So dbms underscore output dot put line. So after updation is equal to salary, then end procedure p2 slash. So here we are before updation we are displaying, after updation displaying. So with the help of execute command, after writing I am using execute command, execute I am passing employee number, execute procedure name is P2, I am passing double 7369, amount is 500. So employee number 7369 I am passing, and amount 500 amount also passing. Okay, to run procedure we should use the execute command. I am passing 7369, that will be received by the employee number, and 500 will be received by the amount. Salary is a temporary variable which we are accessing from sal column from employee table. We are just structure we are copying. Begin. Select the salary that we are storing in the salary, where employee number equal to E number, whatever we are passing. Okay. Now we will see dbms underscore output before updation we are displaying the salary. Now updating, update employee set salary equal to salary plus amount. Whatever we are passing with the execute command, that is with the passing argument, that amount will be added to existing salary, that will be stored in salary, where employee number equal to E number. Select sal into salary from EMP, where employee number equal to E number. So this is after updation display purpose, then displaying after updation salary in the procedure P2. So this is just like a function with argument without written, and this is one of the demonstration program on database problem. Okay, now we will see stored function. Okay, so any doubts please ask me. stored function. This is also one of the subprogram. So stored function similar to return type, just like inline function. It receives value and it returns. It will the result will be returned to another function, another program in PLSQL. How we will see. Okay. See how simple. First of all, we will see one addition of two numbers program demonstration purpose. We will see. See, create or replace. Create or replace function F1 A number comma B number, then return, we should write return number is. So in procedure just is there, but here it returning, so we should write return number is C number, semicolon, then begin. C is equal to, so A plus B, whatever we are passing, then we are returning C, return C. So end P1, so F1 function 1. Okay, so here the stored function will receive and return. It should have return statement where it will return. It will return to another program. So how we are declaring same specification like just like a procedure. Create or replace function F1 A number B number return number is. Okay, so means it will receive two variables to the actual arguments and it returns some value. That's why we specified as the return number is C number. Then begin. So first of all A comma B values are adding. After adding we are assigning into C. Then return C we are returning. Then end F1. Where we are returning we should write another program. We will see. We will write another program. That program will receive return C value assigned into ordinary variable. Then we are displaying there as a addition of two numbers. So now declare A number of B number C number, begin. C is equal to function name. First of all at runtime I am accepting A is equal to find A, B is equal to find B, C is equal to F1 A comma B. So A comma B we are adding, after result we are assigning to C, then we are displaying DBMS underscore output dot putline addition is equal to C. So end program. Okay, this is another program. In this program we are passing arguments to function and that will return, the value will be assigning to C, then we are displaying addition is equal to C. Okay, so how we will see explanation. See here, declare A number, B number, C, begin. A runtime we are accepting, B runtime we are accepting. F1 is one of the already predefined user defined function already we written program. To function F1 we are passing A comma B, that value will be returned to here. Then we are displaying addition C. This is the program. This is a simple program on addition of two numbers using stored function. In the next class, we'll see database program on the stored function. Once again, good afternoon and thank you.